Oh my god. You can't tell. My man's playing sniper with a kaleidoscope. Generic intro to TF2. Here back with another TF2 related video. Today we are watching another Shonik video. People were telling me I should react to his stuff in last week's video, which was Enter the Dragon's Den by Zesty Jesus. I'll leave that video right up there if you want to check that out. Also link down below in the description. Also play this on my channel with all my other TF2 videos. But people were telling me a lot of the comments, I do read every single comment, they were telling me to watch Shonik. And I was like, okay, let me do that. And then Shonik was a dude that did the analysis of the code of TF2 and the source engine and all that, and the spaghetti code and all that, and like made sense of what was going on, the absolute nonsense that was there. I absolutely loved that video, and I went on and clicked on his videos, and I saw this one. I'm actually curious how many files you can delete before TF2 breaks. I am very curious to see what that looks like. Does they get rid of all the textures? I have no idea, and I hope you're as excited as I am. I know it's a short video. Scratch Universe episode 3 should be out on Sunday. Patrons get my videos a day early. Allow me to not have a paywall on the channel. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to. I'll definitely get next week's video from the comments of this week's video, or this video specifically. But let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm really curious. I'm really excited. Let's do it. Hope you're having a good day, Spawn. I hope you subscribe.
Research around the coconut. It turns out that TF2 doesn't care if you delete literally all your text.
That's a myth.
You are allowed to play with the mess of purple and black everywhere. But if you really wanted to, how playable is it? And also, what does TF2 care about? Is there a
how do you know if on your team or not?
Delete, or can you have absolutely nothing? First,
I like how he still has like
textures. You're allowed to join official Valve casual server.
It's green.
And play like this if you want. I tried.
You can?
With no textures, I didn't really get lost since map geometry was distinct enough. Here are a bunch of random maps. You should be able to recognize where you are, even though it's all purple and black.
Do any of y'all play like this? Is there any benefit to doing this, really? Oh my god.
And because of TF2's Fong shading, the white glow that helps player models stand out from the background, players are actually recognizable. You can tell there's someone in front of you, and what class they are too, thanks to TF2's distinct silhouettes. Side note, with Fong shading off, it really makes it obvious how big of a difference Fong shading can make in visibility. But there are 3 main problems that basically make it too difficult to play with.
I'm also streaming today at 5 p.m.
Team colors. Players on both teams look the same. You could use context to infer who to shoot, but sometimes you'll be in a situation where you really don't know who to shoot. It's possible to use your crosshair like a metal detector.
You can't tell.
The target ID pops up when you look at someone. But in scrappy fights, you obviously wouldn't have the time to manually check everyone. Players who are Ubered or crits are also very difficult to discern. Problem 2, transparency. Because the no texture doesn't innately have any transparency, textures that are partly transparent and partly invisible just entirely block your view. Glass windows and fences are examples of this problem.
That's that?
Oh,
what map is
Wrangler Shield becomes a solid sphere.
Wait, does it? Let's see. And the Wrangler's gone. It's now a Christmas ornament.
Problem 3, distortion effects.
Like
whenever you get Girardi or Ubered, a wavy distortion effect gets applied. The distortion effects work by using a texture file. So when it goes missing and becomes a purple and black checkerboard instead, it gets bad.
Oh my god, that is unplayable.
Here's how it looks with normal textures. The distortion effect comes up when you bleed, step in the gas passer, get Girardi'd, get Ubered, or jump into water.
Why does that do that? Oh my god, he's underwater.
It becomes incredibly difficult to use the sniper scope.
My man's playing sniper with a kaleidoscope. Oh my god. Well, I guess if you can't aim, he's actually on his head.
So besides textures, what else can we delete? You are allowed to delete all your sounds, and because there isn't a no sound, TF2 just becomes almost complete silence.
What sounds do you get?
Because a few TF2 sounds are from Half-Life 2, and some default back to being a Half-Life sound. Most
Like?
notably, the clicking sounds and menus. Some of the generic
Rillets and
gameplay
Half-Life?
sounds,
Oh, pick up the health.
and the rocket
Dispenser.
explosion noise.
I'm
The
guessing of
Half-Life 2
rockets and
fallback
Half-Life?
thing also randomly happens with textures. The loading
Oh.
background gets defaulted to a Half-Life 1. Windows on Upward are replaced, and there's a lot of
Why?
windows on Snakewater.
This video, he did some
older
research
maps
for
like
this.
Badlands make use of Half-Life textures, such as the hazard strips and stairs, so they're still visible. Besides sounds, there's the MISC VPK files, which contain all the model and scripts. TF2 finally draws the line here. You can delete most of the MISC VPK files, but not files 0, 1, and
Why
5.
not? Why?
Without file 0, TF2 finally crashes and gives you an error stating that it can load surface properties. Surface properties is a text file that lists all of the kinds of map surfaces within the game. So when you walk around on different surfaces, you hear different footstep noises.
That's
This
the sound.
sounds really
Okay.
unimportant, and that's because it is. There is really no reason TF2 couldn't keep going without knowing which footstep sounds to play.
Yeah.
But a programmer just decided to draw the line there.
I don't think it was
After you have
intentional.
File 0, the game will still crash. You need to have File 1, which contains player and building models, and File 5 for the game to run. File 5 is 106 megabytes of random stuff, such as this
Random.
crank, MVM cache, and the 2-fork cow. So
The
I can't even
2-fork
guess
cow?
what might be so important in here. So let's just say the cow stops TF2 from falling apart. With these 3
The
files
cow.
present, TF2 mostly works. In certain circumstances, when you clip into something, it causes this smearing effect.
Oh.
In our barebones TF2, we're missing something that makes the skybox work. So
Oh,
anytime you see the sky, the smearing effect happens.
Oh God,
Killing
dude.
any other class is okay, but killing the medic instantly crashes the game.
Wait,
And
kill.
of course, there's errors everywhere where models are supposed to be. But you can't queue into a Valve server, not because the server doesn't let you join, but because you literally don't have the HUD files for the matchmaking menu. So there's no queue
Crashed.
button to click. You need Ms. VPK 16. After that, you can join no problem. But why just delete TF2
He's
files?
actually playing a
Why
game
don't we
like
also
this.
get rid of the base Half-Life 2 files? Just like TF2's surface properties, the game won't launch if you don't have the Half-Life 2 surface properties, so you need to have HL2 MISC 0. The
Okay.
Half-Life 2 loading background is also essential for some reason, so you
For
need
some reason.
HL2 textures 0. Other than that, you can get rid of everything else. Obviously, without even the Half-Life stuff, the game is now completely silent, and there are no fallback textures. Interestingly, because there are not even Half-Life textures, Glass now works again. But in this state, the game is very literally only technically playable. For some reason, animations are now incredibly broken. But if you're okay with this, you can still join Valve casual servers.
I wouldn't even know how to undo this. That's what's going on with you. This is so cursed. Oh, at least the pistol works. Oh no. Oh Jesus. What? That's the taunt. Why does this work? Oh, and the invisible rocket launcher, but it actually shows the rockets going into it. Because I guess the projectiles in the game. Because the actual... Okay, but then the pill launcher, the grenade launcher still works. Even though that's not like an actual projectile in the game. The sticky launcher is completely vanished. I like how it still has the numbers for like round or like ammo. Okay, the gun flips upside down. Why? Oh, the sapper seems to be working just fine. I wonder what a dead ringer looks like. What are the ragdolls? I want to see a ragdoll in this.
So this is what you actually need at minimum to play TF2. TF2
Does it make
and
your system
Half-Life 2
run the
surface
game better?
properties, player models, the 2 Fort Cal, and a blurry picture of Half-Life 2.
Yeah, which I've never played Half-Life 2.
I have never in my life had anything. I have nothing.
What? Are those like actual files that are in the game? Gabe Newell talking about that. Because I think he like owns Valve, right? Oh man, that was so interesting to see how like broken the game is, and for some reason like the 2 Fort Cal has to be in the game. You cannot play TF2 and the 2 Fort Cal not be there. It's like your chances of being killed by a cow are low, but they're never zero. So therefore, your chances of being killed by a 2 Fort Cal are low, but they're never zero because you can't play the game without the 2 Fort Cal there. So that's better than the coconut, because I think the coconut thing's a myth. Like, you can delete the coconut and still play the game, unless the coconut's in that file with the 2 Fort Cal. In which case, I don't think you can just delete like the 2 Fort Cal. Oh my god, this was a mess. I love that. I wonder if it makes like if your system can't, not your sister, if your system like struggles to run TF2, which I imagine most people's system can probably play TF2, because you can probably play the game on a toaster if you wanted to. But like, if you like struggled, could you get rid of everything just like this and play it like this, and maybe it'd run better? I mean, run better is, I mean, like, could you actually play the game and not, like, have any frame rate issues? But you're going to have to deal with, like, the animations being wonky and stuff like that. But I think other than purely cosmetic stuff, it's fine. So it is playable. That was the question you was wondering. This is a great video. Let me know what you want me to react to next for TF2 in the comments of this video. I read every comment. I will be streaming at 5 p.m. today, playing some Team Fortress 2 on Uncle Utopia servers, which you can definitely join. I'll be live streaming, have a Discord chat open and everything. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed it. I want to watch more of these, and I'm really glad I got the answer to my question. But I hope you have a great one for us today. But until next video, take care and cue the music.